What is going on, Thrivers? Welcome to today's video on one of the most simple and effective ways you can begin working on becoming the best version of yourself. Every time when you do this thing, you are literally being upgraded to a better version of yourself. So if you would like to start working on becoming the best version of yourself, stay tuned to find out more. Welcome to the Thrive Channel, everybody. The whole purpose of the Thrive Channel is to help people become the best versions of themselves, to help people vibrate at their highest frequency, and to ultimately help people thrive. So to support the cause, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get this video started. Have you ever heard that phrase, you are what you eat? Well, guess what? You are also what you read. It is absolutely no surprise that the most successful men and women on this planet highly recommend reading and give credit to a lot of their success to reading. Whenever you take the time to read a book, when you finish the last sentence of that book, you are literally a different person than you were when you first started reading that book. Every time when you read a book, it is equivalent to computer software doing an update or an upgrade. When that new version of the software comes out, it is more capable, has more features, and is more powerful. Every time when you read a book, the same exact thing is happening to you as a person. You are going to become a more intelligent, capable, knowledgeable, and more powerful version of yourself. And one of the most amazing things about this is that you can upgrade yourself whenever you want. Do you want to upgrade yourself once a year? Read one book a year. Do you want to upgrade yourself once a month? Read one book a month. Do you want to upgrade yourself once a week? Read a book a week. You can literally control the pace at which you upgrade yourself. Another amazing thing about reading is that you can choose the ways in which you would like to upgrade yourself. For instance, if you read a book about finance, when you're done reading that book, you are better with money. If you want to read a book about nutrition, when you get done reading that book, you know a lot more about nutrition. If you want to read a book about communication, when you're done reading that book, you are a better communicator. You can pick and choose the upgrades that you would like to do to yourself by choosing the types of books that you read. So I started reading books on a regular basis when I was about 27 years old, so about 5 years ago. And I wish I would have started doing it a lot sooner because it has literally changed my life and who I am as a person today. The very first book I read, the very first self-help book I read, is a book I'm sure a lot of you have heard of, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Before I read this book, I was terrible at communicating with people. And when I read this book, it just completely blew my mind and opened up my mind to a bunch of things that are common sense to me now, but weren't common sense to me then. So this is hands down one of my favorite books still till this day. And because of it, I am a much more better communicator and I am much more better with people. Another favorite book of mine is Think and Grow Rich. This book was one of the first books that I read that opened up my mind to the power of the law of attraction and how your mindset ultimately creates your reality. So that's one of the books that completely changed my perspective, and I would consider one of the books that helped me upgrade to a better, more knowledgeable and conscious version of myself. Hands down, one of the best investments I have ever made in my entire life for about $80-85 is the Kindle. At first, I was hesitant on spending that much money on an ebook or whatever you want to call it, but hands down the best $85 I've ever spent in my life. I have read dozens of books out of this thing, and each one of those books has upgraded me to a more intelligent and knowledgeable and capable version of myself. And I am not promoting any of these books or the Kindle, but if you want to start upgrading yourself at a faster, more productive and efficient pace, I would recommend getting the Kindle, especially if you have Kindle Unlimited, because you can download tons of books for free on a monthly subscription basis. But hands down, the Kindle is absolutely amazing, and it's literally changed my life. Books have changed my life. It's just the Kindle has made books more accessible and easier to get a hold of. And I am absolutely mind blown by how many people tell me that they have a hard time reading. And every time when somebody tells me this and I give them my story on how reading has changed my life, I tell them that when I first started reading on a regular basis at the age of 27, it was actually kind of hard for me to read. I would have to read paragraphs over again. I was reading very slowly. It would take me forever to get through a book. I wasn't really storing much of the information. But if that's you, just like anything else, what do you do to get better at something? You practice. So the more you read, the better you are going to become at reading. Okay, you're going to become faster. You're going to begin absorbing the knowledge much more efficiently. And you won't have to reread paragraphs over again. You just start reading you just become a sponge, absorbing all the information. You start flying through books. Just like anything else, practice makes perfect. So start reading more books and you will become better at it. I don't want to hear that excuse that, oh, I'm a slow reader. Oh, I have to read things over again. I just don't understand it. It's because you're not good at it because you never do it. So start practicing today. So just like any other habit can be difficult to start and difficult to make actually stick as a habit, I recommend just reading for 20 minutes a day. Okay, set a timer on your phone and just force yourself to read for 20 minutes a day. And in the first couple of days, you're probably gonna hate it. You're probably not going to enjoy reading. But after a week of doing that, I believe you're actually going to enjoy reading because you're going to enjoy the stimulation that it gives your mind. Reading literally exercises your brain. It is so good for your mind. So if you're very intent on becoming the best version of yourself and becoming more knowledgeable and intelligent and essentially limitless, you have got to start reading today. And I don't want to hear any excuses. Just freaking do it. So that's it. Hands down, one of the number one things that you can start doing today to become a better version of yourself, hands down, is just reading. It sounds so simple, and it is so simple. Stop procrastinating about it. Start doing it right now. Go on Amazon and look up some self-help books, or look up books on a subject that you're interested in or want to learn more about. It will change your life. Make it a habit. Make it a lifestyle. Set some time aside every day to do some reading. It will change you as a person, and I guarantee you it will lead you to success. And if you really want to bump things up a notch, get a Kindle, because it just makes books so much more accessible and easier to get your hands on. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. And as usual, keep on thriving.